Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, once again.
Good afternoon, Gilbert.
It comes to that time of day. I'm going deaf in one ear, but don't worry about it.
Are you there to catch
Because I'm pleased I can't hear myself. It's the something like 32nd time I've done this. So hopefully I'll miss a few verses you don't know and a few you do and sort of do my own thing. I have had one run through and I was crap. I know less of that sort of thing. About such a, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago somebody requested it at the club. So sod it, I did it. But here we go then, The Sharabang Trip by Ivor Bigham. Ed, that is, of course, Ed. On the map of North Notts, you'll find Worksop, where I lived when I was a lad. In a house with my mum, 2 sisters and a gran, 1 brother, a budgie and Dad. Dad. It's dead now. At the end of a bar, no, that's rubbish. It isn't, no, it's not. At the end of a bar and a bottle, every week half a dillery slip. Went annual treat, went kids on street, went to coast on a Sharabang trip. There was old Mrs. Brough from the chart shop, big soft Doris, her 2 little lasses, and her sister Ellen with a bust, like 2 melons. Face like an arsehole with lasses. Prompt.
There was a perfume.
Eh?
There was a perfume to give.
There was perfume, that's what he said, prompt. There was perfume going the hairdresser. And nobody quite made it clear why a rude boy called Taylor cried, "Hello, sailor!" and something about ginger beer. There was desperate Derek, his brother Big Eric, and Basher and Masher and Butch, and Lil, who was willing for only a shilling, but still was about 10 pence too much. There was Mavis, who wouldn't, because her mum said she shouldn't. There was Neville, who wished that he could. And then there was Heather, who said that she'd never, but looked like she probably would. Bus set off from Worksop in morning en route for Sutton-on-Sea. We've missed a verse. We've missed.
Well,
haven't we?
father.
Eh?
Your father.
All right, no matter.
Your father not to Yeah, bus set off. Yeah, you're right.
Bus set off for Worksop. Oh, we're right, actually, right. You try it. Go on, try it, my dear. Dear God, I only practice it once a year. Bus set up from Worksop en route for Sutton-on-Sea. With an holiday club, them has paid up their subs half the street, me brother and me. Me dad took a crate of ale. Fine. Not enough. Crate of ale with him. His intention to travel in style. Sharabang did half mile to gallon, me dad did half pint to the mile. Hey?
Rain.
What?
Rain.
That's my niece.
Rain.
My niece is called Rain.
Rain.
Oh, sorry, different spelling. Rain were chucking it down, leaving Worksop. Through North Notts, we did not desist. There were cows with bronchitis and wet sheep to invite us when Lincolnshire loomed up through me. Well, driver called Reg pulled up the edge and we all made a dash for the bracket. He says, "Ain't it queer one thing about beer? You don't really buy it, you rent it." This idyllic scene, midst the nettles and steam, was soon torn by my brother's plaintive cry. The poor little chap caught his... Oh no, the poor little chap... No, that's wrong. He caught his dong in his zipper. He was dancing with tears in his eyes. I've jumped 17 verses. What? We were back on the bus off to Sutton. We got there, weather were grand. And we gazed on the sea, code the colour of tea, and smelt candy floss, dodgems and sand. There was something and cries of hilarity and something and summit else and jelly deal stands and cries of hilarity. No, and on this machine my brothers turned green. No, and on this machine, I can't remember that verse at all.
My brother ran down to the ocean.
Yeah, we'll go to that one. We'll jump the verse again. My brother ran down to the ocean. Did he?
Yeah. What was his intention, Gil? What was his intention?
His intention! No, his intention was travelling stars.
No, his intention, the water to read.
Oh!
Not made enough.
One to the prompt. His intention, the water to reach. For a foot he had thrust in, something disgusting, a donkey had left on the beach. The sea was as cold as a polar bear's dick. We watched Punch kill the crocodile dead, and after throwing some sand up at Salvation Army van, we went to Funfair instead. The ride called the comic caused you scream, faint and vomit. Half deafening you hung upside down, and the last bit of spinner bought up rest of your dinner. Not bad, you know, for just half a crown. There were shops full of rock, there were hats with rude slogans, there were something and cries of hilarity. And in a machine, what the butler had seen dimly flickered about is that's two verses put together.
It is.
That takes flash, you know, that takes flash.
Wait till we get to 8 cockles.
We went on
Big
Big Dipper and, what?
Wait, cockles and whelks and bustles.
We ate cockles and whelks and big winkles, toffee apples that tasted like glue. And hot dogs were funny and somewhat rude wrapped in onions. But we ate them and peas pudding too.
Now you can go and dodge them.
We went on
Dodge them.
Dodge 'em. Also, Big Dipper that rises and falls. It was on this machine that my brother turned green. And his eyes stood out like bulldog's balls. The poor little chap, he was sick in his cap. He's bested, he started to cry. Not wishing to spoil it, we swilled it in the toilet and he wore it until it was dry. What?
Then drive it.
He's quite me. Then driver found us and he were back on the bus. Through the streets we ran the whole way. Candy floss in our hair, but we didn't care. We'd had such a wonderful day. With charabanc firing on several cylinders, we set off for workshop and home. Rattling down the highway, singing songs of Max Bygraves, accompanied on paper and coal. It was about 11:30, no, midst the dim orange glow of the coach light so low, courting couples were billing and cooing, hoping perhaps that the coats on their laps would conceal the rude things they were doing. We got back in our street about 11:30. There were mam and gran and all, and they gazed with admiration at the plaster Alsatian. We'd won from a coconut stall. Well, I ate up my sandwich and drank up my cocoa, and soon up in bed I was curled. I was dreaming a dream. I was leading team on first charabanc trip around the world. Because those things that I did when I was a kid, it's a long time ago, although they were simple and small, now I'm older I find, I look back in my mind, I'm sure they were best times of all. Because I've been to Mallorca. I've been to Pompey and Erico, you nail him. I've been to French Riviera where it laid as a bearer. I've even paddled in Mediterranean. I've drunk various vinos in Torremolinos. But one thing I'll tell you for free, there's none can compete with that charabanc treat. With me brother to Sutton-on-Sea. Hey-o!